5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, good morning and welcome. You are listening to Palace FM, live from Redcar, broadcasting to you community radio for Redcar and Cleveland. I'm Dee Wald. I'm joined by Mr. Andy Brown. Hello, Andy.
Good morning, Dee, and it's fantastic to be talking to you live around the world on palacefm.com this morning, live from Redcar itself.
First of all, I'd like to welcome you to this evening, our launch party. As hopefully you've all listened in today, you'll have heard that we started at 10 a.m. this morning, and I'm told that we didn't have any hiccups, although I was stuck in European audits. So if you were listening, you were definitely having a better time than I was.
And we are absolutely blessed to have in the studio with us Mr. Ian Swales. Hello, Ian.
Good morning.
Hi. Okay. So, Ian, for people that don't know, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Right, well, I'm Ian Swales. I'm the MP for Redcar, and my job is to represent Redcar in Parliament down in London and also do what I can for the local area. And I'm so pleased to see the local area regenerating. Here we are sat in the Palace Hub, which is just one of the many new developments going on in the town at the moment.
Yes, indeed. To find out how. Now, I am joined in the studio by a little lad. Well, he's a bit bigger than a little lad. I've noticed him many, many times as I've gone through Redcar, and he's been sitting on one of the benches with his guitar and his amp, his microphone, busking away. Now this is the Redcar busker, Louis Collins. Good morning, Louis.
Good morning, how are you doing today?
What prompted you to start busking in Redcar?
Well, I've been wanting to do it for ages, and one of my family members pushed me to do it, and I've been doing it every day for about 8 months ever since.
I actually met the town centre manager last week, and he told me that you were one of the first people, if not the first even, to be given a busking licence. Is that right?
I am Redcar's #1 busker because I am the only one.
Well, there's an awful lot of passion behind blues songs, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah.
I think that's what drives it forward, and like you say, that's what gives the big following, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and that's what we want to try and get over on the blues show, which is going to be on Friday afternoons, 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock. Still Got the Blues, and that's based on, as you're probably aware, the Gary Moore song, which is quite a famous track of his. So it's probably the first record I'll play, actually.
There we go. That would be perfectly fitting, wouldn't it?
I'm joined in the studio now by our wonderful George Dunning. Hello, George.
Hello, Dee. Fantastic to be here. Thanks very much for inviting me. And it all goes very well tonight because it's the big opening tonight.
It certainly is, yes. It's our launch party, celebrating our first day on air as Palace FM community radio for Redcar and Cleveland. Okay, George, so tell us a bit about yourself for people that don't know. What do you do?
Dear me, how long have you got?
Here's a song about all the changes that are going on in Redcar, and it's the only song in the world with virtual shops and a vertical pier in it. So this old town in the morning, it's quiet and it's still. Seagulls like gliders, smoke from the mill.
So Bob, you're in the studio to promote your show, which is on.
It's 2 o'clock Tuesday until 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. It's the One Fortune Folk and Acoustic Tees Bay programme. I think that's what it's called.
Tees Bay Acoustic.
The Tees Bay Acoustic and Folk Show. I'll get that right in the end.
It'll start to sink in. Don't worry about it. It's well, we're all learning, so it's that's the main thing. So, folk, why is it that you want to talk about folk, or why do you want to get people involved?
Well, in this area we have a great tradition of folk music, and it's the character of the area is represented in its folk music, and the working class background, the fishing, the countryside, and in the basic context, that's what that folk music is. The music of the people. It's community music. It's music that came from the people's lives and their experience. And even though you might think it's all about things that happened 400 years ago or 500 years ago, a lot of it is about what happened yesterday. And so I'm going to play a variety of music which covers all those genres and all the old traditional mining songs and the agricultural songs, and right up to the present day with likes of Vinnie Garvett, who sings about the people that left the area and what's going on today, and songs about the destruction of the steelworks and coming back. And it'll be very interesting, and you'll get a complete picture of the area in which we live.
So
Now, I came on board, and the next thing she asked me is, can you do any accents? I said, I can do loads. I'm the man of 6 voices, mate. I can do anything you want. As long as it's not American, what do you want? I want American. I said, well, I can't do that. I tried everything. I tried to persuade her to South African. That didn't wash. Scouse, we tried that, didn't we? Right, Ace. Cockney, we tried a lot, and she wouldn't have it. So forgive me for the voiceovers, the American cheesy voiceovers. They are terrible. But we did have some fun, and we got some fabulous outtakes, which have gone around the team. Never to be forgotten. Poiki FM. Unbroadcastable. Absolutely. Right, so what's my role? Adrian pretty much hit it on the head. It's looking after the finance, the account side, helping with the business strategy, making sure that the creative types amongst us don't get carried away and make us all skint. So that's really what I'll be doing.
We do quite a lot of history-based songs. And the first one we're going to do today is one about the Palace Theatre before it was turned into the Palace Hub. We went to some of the early meetings, and it was suggested that perhaps a song could be written where the old Palace Theatre was a ghost. This is Palace of Shadows.
Studio by Mark, who's going to be our Raw FM presenter. Is that right, Mark?
That's absolutely right, yeah. We're going live this afternoon between 2 and 4 for the first of our regular weekly broadcasts.
So you're one of the lucky people getting to do this on the first opening day.
Yeah, I think I'm feeling a mixture of excitement and trepidation at the moment, but absolutely thrilled to be part of the very beginning of what I think is going to be a great asset to the community.
It is so exciting, isn't it, being able to do this, do something that everybody enjoys. The number of smiling faces around this building at the moment is unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the buzz initially from just walking around the building, and people are listening to it on phones or in their workrooms and so on, and there's a very positive feeling about the whole enterprise.
That's it, absolutely. And we're getting loads of messages through the website. We'll read a few out a little bit later on, but it's great. All of the feedback, and I hope we'll be getting loads of feedback during your show, which is Raw PM. So do you want to tell me a little bit what that's going to include?
Yeah, Raw PM is put together by a group, I should say, firstly, so it's not just myself, though I've been the one who's sort of pushed to the front where the microphone stands. And we're going to be talking every week about pretty much anything that's arts related, clearly based around the Redcar area and the wider Teesside part of the country. And so we'll be having people in the studio that we'll be interviewing. We'll be covering what's on in the arts and taking some themed programs where we'll look at issues in the arts as well and explore those. And hopefully this program is not going to be just for people who follow the arts, but artists themselves as well. We hope to have useful information for them.
In the studio, I am joined by Mr. Ray Booker.
Thank you. Nice.
Hello, Ray.
Hello, Dee. How are you?
I'm excited to say the least.
It's good to see you actually sat on the chair instead of crawling the walls.
Well, yeah, I've been stuck on the ceiling for a few days, I think, and it's going to take a while for us to be pulled off it, but yes. A long time coming. So, Ray, explain your role in Palace FM then.
I'm at the moment, I am your personal PA. That means chief cook and bottle washer.
It most certainly does, and such a valuable, helpful role it is as well. I couldn't do it without you.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate the chance to help out in this great station. And I'm a big lover of radio, as you know, and I'm absolutely over the moon that you let me into your little fold.
You're very welcome, Ray. So, Ray, tell us a little bit about your other work that you do, because you have another side to you, another side.
The dark side.
The dark
My
side.
Darth Vader side, yes. It's like Clark Kent during the daytime, mild-mannered worker for KP Foods on the night time. I'm a spiritualist medium. I host events around the area, especially in the Redcar area on regular occasions, and I'm, let's say, in contact with other.
Yes. The other side. Basically, it's always been a dream of mine to have my own radio station. And when I first moved out of this area, it was like, wow, there is so much talent in this area. There is so much diversity. There's so many different ranges of people and interests, and there's so much going on. And I thought, there's no actual place. I looked for a place where I could find out where everything is. And there wasn't really anything. So I thought, well, you know, my background is radio and performing arts. So the station was the answer.
And when Dee came to me saying, we've got this idea, we've got something new for Redcar, I had to listen and I had to get involved with it.
So this is me sitting here singing at you, trying to be me. Can you see all the falseness around you?
There's an awful lot of passion behind these songs, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah.
I think that's what drives it forward, and like you say, that's what gives the new following, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and that's what we want to try and get over on the blues show, which is going to be on Friday afternoons, 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Still got the blues, and that's based on, as you're probably aware, the Gary Moore song, which is quite a famous track of his. So it's probably the first record I'll play, actually.
That would be perfectly fitting.
Yeah.
We can be ambitious and aspire to do great things here. We don't have to go somewhere else to do it.
Okay, yeah, we are still ever growing. This is our family, and we're the ones that are going to be plaguing your airwaves from now on. So, everybody, take a bow after 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Okay, what we're going to do now is, in a moment, we are going to cut the cake. The directors are going to cut the cake to be the official launch.
Scorched through muddy ditches and screamed at prickly weeds.